Hey YouTube, just a quick video on this style of dryer, and this is a Maytag Epic. It's part of the Epic series. It's old. It's a few years old, probably about 7 years old, and we had a problem with it. All of a sudden, the clothes started coming out a little bit more damp than normal, and at some point they would just not get dried at all, and it all depended on how long the dryer would run. Sometimes it would fire right up and start drying, and other times it wouldn't. And it was really a random thing. So initially, what we thought was that it was the gas valves, because that's the kind of thing that these things will do. Let me try to get some light in here for you. That's the kind of thing that these things will do here. And when I say gas valves, I mean these solenoids that open the valves to the big gas valve. You know, randomly on and off. But this wasn't allowing the igniter to come on, nor for the, you know, the gas to go in, because the igniter wasn't on. And I wasn't exactly sure what was happening. So because these are so cheap on Amazon, we got these for $8. I'll put the link down below if you need to get some kind of valves like this. Just click the link down below. It'll take you to Amazon. These are really cheap. If you get them from the store, from the local hardware, whatever, it may be, you know, $20, $30 for this set. Like I said, it's $8.50, I think, for these. And come to find out that it was a thing that's back here. Now, there's two of them. One of them is the thermistor. That's this here, and that's basically measuring temperature output of the dryer. And then there's the one a little bit further back, and you can see there's a hole at this point. And that's the reason is because I've got my wife running up to the hardware store to pick it up, because we're kind of in a bind. However, I'm going to put the link down below for that also at Amazon, because they're only $3 at Amazon. The local hardware store has them for $17. So you can see the kind of savings you can get there. So if you're looking for dryer repair parts, just click the link down below. It'll take you to Amazon, and you know, go from there. You can type in your part number you need, and it'll get you what you need. But what I wanted to do is, on this video, show you something that you can do. Now, we are in a bind. We had some clothes that we needed washed for tomorrow, and what you can do is tape these two wires together, or run a jumper like I have. Just make sure that they don't touch any metal. Like in this case, they're laying on that metal, but I had those taped up whenever I ran the dryer. And what you do is you bypass that fuse. Is it a good idea? No, it's not a good idea. But we needed the clothes dry, so I sat here during the entire dry cycle and monitored everything that was going on to make sure that I didn't have an overheat problem. What that does, that little hole that's in there, is for a temperature fuse. And if the temperature exceeds a certain amount, that fuse will go out. Now, in my case, that fuse was slowly failing, so it was making a connection sometimes, and then sometimes it wasn't making a connection. So that's something you may want to look at. A lot of people, whenever they troubleshoot these, or they tell you how to troubleshoot them, they basically say measure the resistance across there, and if it's an open unit, replace it. If it's an open, you know, there's no resistance. And that's true. However, mine was random. Sometimes it would measure resistance, sometimes it wouldn't, which is very strange. I don't normally have that happen. That's also another reason I'm doing this video. But basically, I've gone through all the other steps, and you should too. Make sure that your lint trap is clean, that this, if it hasn't been cleaned for a while, take off all the screws that are required to pull this off, and clean the lint out of that. And of course, make sure that your tube in the back is clear of obstruction, and even the door, which you can't really see here, but the trap door that's outside. Make sure that's all clear first. But in this case, that's all you need to do. You don't even need to take the fuse out. You can run the jumper off of those connectors. That's what I did initially, and then, like I said, I had my wife run up to the hardware store, and she's picking one up now. So that's it. I just wanted to give you a little tidbit of something you may want to look at.